Oh my God. And the card we're looking for, first pack. All right, let's open one up and see what we got. Let's see, where do I want to start? Let's start with this 82 Fleer Baseball cello pack. God, this brings me back. I opened so many of these as a kid. Claudel Washington, Frank Lacourte, Raphael Landestoy, Brian Downing, Lee Lacy, my brother, Dave Parker, Don Baylor, Ramon Aviles, Alan Ashby, Damasco Garcia, Bob Horner, Ed Lynch, Bob Baylor, Scott Sanderson, Detroit Tigers sticker, Yankees sticker, Mark Brohard, Jim Wolford, Matt Keogh from Real Housewives, Coda de Casa.
It's just money and you can't take it with you.
He got hit by a baseball in the dugout. Oh, was I not rolling on like that? Oh my God. Sorry, I picked up halfway through here. Matt Keogh, anyway. Yeah, he got hit in the head sitting in the dugout. He was married to Jeannie Keogh from, I think, the original Real Housewives, Coda de Casa. David Rosima, Miguel Delone, boy, no one I know here. Lynn Jones, Julio Cruz, Bill Stein, Ken Oberkfell, Ron Ost. Oh my God. And the card we're looking for, first pack. Unbelievable. I just pulled the Ripken rookie. Oh my God. Way off center, but what a thrill. That's so crazy. That's unbelievable. Ripken rookie. Look at that. First pack. Amazing. That's so incredible. You know, it's funny, when I was ripping these in 1982, I feel like it was all about getting the veteran players. So like, we weren't rookie obsessed back then. I probably didn't even know who Cal Ripken was. It was more like Pete Rose, Robin Yount, George Brett, all these sort of like 15-year veterans, Reggie Jackson. All right, Bobby Brown, Bill Stein, and Jeff Newman. But boy, what a start. Cal Ripken in the first pack, rookie card. Sharp corners, edges, surface looks nice. It was in the middle of the pack, no problems with the card. It is definitely off center. There was really no quality control back in these days. So that's the problem. That's why it's so hard to get these cards in Gem Mint. But boy, what a thrill. 82 Donruss Baseball, going for the Ripken. Mike Witt, Tom Seaver, rest in peace, went to college with his daughter Ann. She was cool. Steve Comer, Mike Caldwell, Bob Clark, John Mayberry, Sam Mahias, Rich Goose Gossage, Willie Randolph, Tom Verizar, Jeff Leonard, Tony Bernazard. We got him, I think, in the 82 Fleer pack. Mario Mendoza. George Brett, Diamond King. I mean, who's cooler than George Brett? Duke Castiglione and I, we met him on the field before the Mets World Series games back in 2015. Got a pic with him. He was super cool. That was a thrill. No one was playing harder and having more fun than him. After Hours Office Wax Pack rips, off to a fire start with that Cal Ripken pull. All right, we're on 82. You know what? I'm going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to go in different order. I'm going to try one of my 84 Donruss Baseball packs here. Go searching for a Don Mattingly rookie. I actually pulled a Mattingly in the summer of 1990 in an $8 wax pack. I remember it clear as day when it was the hottest card on earth. It was that, the 86 Donruss Canseco, and of course the 89 Upper Deck Griffey. pulled the card, put it away, put it in a one of those cases, screw-down cases. When baseball cards became hot again in 2020, I sent it to PSA. It got rejected because it got too smushed down, so I just aired it out, and then I sent it to Beckett, and it came back, Beckett 9.5, True Gem with 10 subgrade on the corner. So it all worked out. 30 years after I pulled it, it came back. Beckett 9.5. All right, let's see what we got here. 84 Donruss, the first of 2 packs I have. Gene Richards. Jay Johnstone. Dan Billardello. Dave Sachs. Jose De Leon. Bud Black. Excuse me. Damasco Garcia. Rod Carusi. That's the type of card like back in the day when we were collecting. Like this is what we were looking for, these star veteran players. Cool card off center. I just love this set. This is such a great set. Diamond Kings, Mike Schmidt. Andre Dawson. The Hawk. Juan Beniquez. Jorge Orta. Mario Soto, Alan Ashby, and John Denny. No big pulls there. Let's the heck with it. Let's go do the second pack now. See if we got anything amazing. 84 Donruss, second pack. Brett Butler. Toby Hara. Matt Young, way OC top to bottom. That's such a huge problem with these cards. Brian Dayette, rated rookie. Paul Mahler. See, that's a card we would have been psyched about back in the day. Brewers were so good in the early 80s. Dave Beard. Bill Dawley. Scott Ulger. None of these names sound familiar. Len Matuzik. Jim Rice. Growing up in Mass, I would have been so psyched to get this card. This is really well centered, too. I love this set. God, looking at that, I feel like that has a chance of grading pretty well. Ed Whitson, Ricky Nelson, Rich Gale, Alejandro Pena, and Mike Miller, outfielder. Don't remember him from my youth. Let's try an 83 Topps. I ripped so many packs of this as a kid. This might be the packs I've ripped the most of back in the day. Reggie Jackson on the box. Let's see what we got here. Willie Hernandez, Dave Lopes, Tony Bernard, Bill Buckner. Oh, before the 86 World Series when he would live on in infamy. Poor bastard. Len Sakata, Tim Flannery, Ted Simmons, Willie Randolph. Win a trip to the World Series. Brooklyn, New York, Topps Bubblegum Card Company. Jeff Little, Larry McWilliams, Gene Mouch, Dave Beard, Jack Perconti, Mariners, David Green. Nothing in that pack. Let's keep ripping here. All right, we're going to do 82 Fleer packs. We did the 82 Fleer Cello. Now we're going to do 82 Wax Pack. Make sure I'm actually recording here. I'm a terrible card opener. Bo Diaz. I remember him, his rookie card. He might be with a Hall of Fame rookie card, one of those ones where it's 4 players, like 78. I feel like he might be on like Dale Murphy's rookie card or something. Get this zoomed in here. Aurelio Lopez. Dick Drago, great name. Mickey Rivers. Keith Hernandez. Who had more fun in the 80s than him, right? Ken Griffey Sr., amazing card. While he was with the Big Red Machine. Roland Office, Dave Goltz, Vern Rule, Garth Eorg, Preston Hanna, Jim Slayton, Bill Campbell, Red Sox pitcher, vaguely remember him. Steve Renko, Bobby Grich. No hits there. All right, our final is an 84 Topps football rack pack. We're going for the Marino and Elway rookies here. This is a grocery cello rack. So there's 3 12 card packs. Let's see what we got here. We are going, ooh, sugarless gum. Parents approve. Rick Sanford, Hugh Green, Reggie Williams, team leaders, Wrong Bronco, Luke Prestridge, Jack Lambert, that's a card right there. Who's more of a badass than this guy with his front teeth knocked out? Jack Youngblood, Hall of Famer. Roger Craig, I think that's his rookie card, actually. Mike Quick, Butch Woolfolk, Doug DeVecken, and Joe Theismann, instant replay. All right, Roger Craig, rookie in that first pack. That's something. Richard Todd. Oh, Anthony Munoz. I love Anthony Munoz. I love 82 Topps football. Is my all-time favorite set. I've got his rookie. Munoz, a little off top to bottom, but solid-looking card. Tom Jackson, Bronco turned broadcaster. Malcolm Barnwell, instant replay. Kurt Warner. AFC Championship, Raiders 30, Seahawks 14. Sugar-free gum, ROTF LMAO. Wes Chandler. Scoring leaders. Gary Anderson, Mark Mosley. Gerald Riggs, Deron Cherry. Greg Bingham, Mike Ken. Nada. Freddie Smalis. Dave Jennings. Paul McDonald. Dolphins team leader, Booker Reese, Carl Birdsong, Van McElroy, Bob Golick, passing leaders, Jerry Robinson, Danny Walters, and Ray Horton. And that, my friends, is why you don't rip wax. All right, what next? Let's do 83 Donruss Baseball. We are looking for Wade Boggs, Ryne Sandberg, or Tony Gwynn. Ty Cobb puzzle, LOL. No one ever cared about that. In lieu of gum, Steve Carlton, Alan Trammell, Pete Vukovich, we got him in another pack, Jim Dwyer, Pedro Guerrero, Vlad's dad, Rob Wilfong, Jerry Mumphrey, Larry Pashnick, Jack Clark, Jason Thompson, Mike Vale, Larry Christensen, Frank LaCourte, Charlie Moore, not to be confused with the Mad Fisherman, and Joe Nolan. Another dud. Nada. God, these are great sets. All right. Warren Cromartie. Ed Farmer. Bobby Bonds. Father of Barry. Brian Clark. Steve Garvey. Here's a card you would have been psyched about back in the day. I actually met Steve Garvey. He was leaving the station. He did an interview. He was involved in the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I walked a few blocks with him and my wife. and we walked by Andy Warhol's house. And I'm like, oh, yo, this is Andy Warhol's house. And he's like, oh, my God, I've got a photo of me taken by Andy Warhol. That's in the vault. So cool moment. He was a super cool guy. Enjoyed talking to him. Good stuff. Things like that only happen in New York. Gotta love it. All right. Darryl Porter in action. I love these in action cards. I think these are so cool. Bert Hooton. Ted Simmons. I think I got him in one of my other packs too. The Brewers in the early 80s were so good. Sticker. What is this? Willie Aikens. Not really. Don't remember him. Mike Phillips. Expos. Phil Garner. Darrell Thomas. Rick Sutcliffe. 81 home run leaders. This is a great card. Mike Schmidt for the NL. Then it looks like there was a tie for the AL with Tony Armas, Dwight Evans, Bobby Grich, and Eddie Murray. Remember all those guys so well. George Vukovic, Ray Burris. And I have one 89 Upper Deck Griffey from my childhood that came back a PSA 7 when I got it graded in 1990. But I never, as far as I can remember, I don't think I ever actually pulled a Griffey out of a pack. Let's see what we got here. Oh, here's these holograph sticker things. All right. Oswald Peraza. Cleveland Indians team checklist. Mark Parent, Cecil Espy, Dion James, Corey Snyder. Who's that going to be? Andy Van Slyke, right? Yeah. Pirates checklist. Jeff Leonard. Mark Thurmond. God, I actually remember all these cards from ripping these freshman year in high school. Will Clark, Will the Thrill Boy. He was hot as could be back in 1990 in the junk wax boom. Steve Psycho Lyons. Remember when he pulled his pants down accidentally on first base? Jack Armstrong, Manny Trio, and Dennis Eckersley. Nada. I think there's only 10 cards in these packs. And I really don't know anything about hockey. I have no idea who these players are going to be. I just know we're looking for Messier, Ray Bourque, or Wayne Gretzky's second year. Phil Esposito, Rangers card. The Whale. Pierre Plant, Nordiques. Ooh, we got Wayne Gretzky scoring leaders. Crazy off center. Just, this is like a diamond cut galore. But still, pretty cool getting a second year Gretzky OPG. You can see how rough the centering is on this from this angle. We'll take that though. And that's that. No big hits there.